Another birdie.
Congratulations.
Hi, group.
You're home late, aren't you, darling?
I got fascinated by something at school. Anyone we know? It's not a he, it's an it.
I know, Richard.
We're studying unions in our civics class. Papa, do you know anything about management and labor?
Well, I should. I've belonged to a couple of unions, and I'm on the Labor and Management Committee down at the Chronicle.
Well, then you know about Samuel Gompers and all that.
Yes.
Who's Samuel Gompers?
He was only the father of the whole labor movement. It's really interesting. Our teacher asked us to pick a practical project to work on so we'd learn more about it.
Sounds like an excellent idea.
Papa, have you ever heard of UAFM?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, the UAFUM.
No. What's that?
It stands for the United Association for Unprotected Minors.
Sounds like a good idea. Who are they?
Us.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bouquets, different as night and day.
Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette.
Our Patty loves her rock and roll, the hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet! Still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike,
They walk alike,
at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
Hattie, you're not serious about forming this union, are you?
I certainly am, cousin. What do I need a union for? I'm just a kid.
I'll tell you what you need a union for, kid. How much is your allowance?
50 cents a week.
How'd you like 75?
I need a union.
You don't need a union to deal with your own family. They give you everything you want. Oh, sure. But this way we'll have more strength. Now when they give us something, they're doing us a favor. Once we're unionized, they have to give us what we want. Patty, I have a feeling there's disaster ahead. Will you stop being a worry bird and leave everything to old Patty?
How soon do I get my 75 cents, old Patty?
Immediately. We're going to call a meeting of labor and management. We're here as a grievance committee for the UAFUM.
Oh? What's your grievance?
Kathy's father has just sent her an increase in her weekly allowance. I feel it only fair that I should have an increase, too.
When she says I, she means we.
Oh, yes, I'm speaking for the entire membership.
Well, as management, your mother and I feel we should point out that being the member of a union carries its obligations as well as its privileges.
We understand that, Papa.
Patty, do you feel you really need a union?
Well, certainly. Everybody's unionized today. It's kind of a status symbol.
I don't really think it's necessary, Patty.
Papa, it's part of the American way of life.
What do you think, Martin?
Well, I suppose it can't do any harm.
Then we get the raise in our allowances?
Well, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I don't see why Kathy's increase should affect you and Ross.
What's the matter? Have you got something against collective bargaining?
Well, of course not.
Papa, this is our first time at it. It'd be terrible for us psychologically if we lost.
I must say I've never heard that argument used before in collective bargaining. But I'm sure it's just because nobody's ever thought of it. Well, all right. You have your increase.
Did I tell you? It worked. Thanks, Mom. Papa, it's going to be a pleasure doing business with you. Your management was real hard. Membership, we need another meeting. We'll be back. Bye.
I didn't like the sound of that "we'll be back." Martin, do you think we've made a mistake?
No, of course not. This will be a good experience for them. As a matter of fact, I was going to increase their allowance anyway. So we'll let them think they've won a victory. It'll boost their morale.
All right, we've won our first victory, but we're not going to stop with that. We're just beginning to feel our strength.
Boy, they were really frightened of us, weren't they?
Of course they were, because we're united. Patty, I really believe this is going to work. You bet it's going to work. If we'd known about this years ago, we could have been rich today. Do you realize a thing like this could sweep the country? We could organize all the kids in America.
And charge them dues. Say $1 a month. Even if we only got 1 million kids in, that's $1 million a month.
Maybe we better concentrate on us first. We've already gotten what we want. Are you kidding, Kathy? We haven't even started. Oh, what else do we need? Fringe benefits. Oh. Here, take notes. First, any member of the UAFUM who feels that he or she...
Patty, you call these fringe benefits?
Yes, sir. The members of the UAFUM feel they're just demands, and therefore we're entitled to them.
You all in agreement on this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It sounds unanimous.
Well, I have some news for the UAFUM.
We have our rights,
I'm
and our
gonna give
demands
you
are
what you
reasonable,
want.
and we won't take no for an answer. If you think that we're... What did you say?
We're going to give you what you want.
It's like magic.
Of course, there are 1 or 2 little things you'll have to do in return for these privileges.
Sure, anything.
Now, you want to be guaranteed a movie every Saturday night.
Yeah?
In exchange for that, you'll wash the dishes every night.
That sounds fair.
Good. And you want to stay up an hour later every night. Well, let's make that a half hour later.
We accept.
In exchange for that, you'll clean the patio every Saturday and wash the car once a week.
It's a deal.
You want to watch an extra television program every night. Let's make that 3 extra television programs a week, at least one of them educational.
We'll take it.
In exchange for that, you'll clean your room every day and do your closets once a week.
That's okay.
Well, that's it then. You've just seen a successful example of collective bargaining.
You know something? I like this collective bargaining bit. Boy, this is real manual labor. Why don't we form a union? Don't worry, it's worth it. What's the matter with you?
I am beat. I can't clean my room every day. It'll kill me.
Think of all the benefits you're getting.
What benefits? I've been working so hard I wouldn't know a fringe benefit if it came up and hit me in the face with a wet towel.
Are you sure Samuel Gumper started this way? Hey, there's a good movie on tonight at 9 o'clock. The Monster Who Conquers Yonkers. I think I'll go to bed a little early tonight, Patty. I'm awfully tired.
Me too. Boy, being unionized sure is exhausting.
You know, I think this is the easiest week I've had in years, and I feel a little guilty about it. The children have been wonderful. They've cleaned their room, done the closets, the patio looks beautiful.
Yeah, I had a notion that letting them unionize was a good idea.
Oh, you were right. Sometimes Patty gets carried away with her projects, but this one turned out fine. I think I'll recommend it to all our friends. Want to go for a walk?
Yeah. Why don't we check on the union first? Well, looks like you're doing a very good job.
Thank you, Uncle Martin.
While you're down there, Patty, be sure you get the hubcaps.
Oh, I wouldn't forget the hubcaps, Papa.
We're going out for a while. Enjoy your television program.
Thanks a lot.
See you later.
Come on, honey.
Bye.
Goodbye. Oh, I think my back's broken. Move over.
Patty, I don't think this union idea was so hot. We've never had to clean a patio before.
We never had so many privileges before either. But what's the good of it? We're too tired to take advantage of any of them. You know something, Kat? You're right. I think we've been outmaneuvered. We've been turned into slaves. I just want to tell the kids that we're leaving.
The patio looks beautiful.
Yeah, you're really doing a bang-up job. You know, after your rest, maybe we could sit down and do some more negotiating. Well, we're off to play a little golf. I hope you enjoy your movie this afternoon.
Oh, today's the day you do your closets, isn't it? Well, I'll check them over when I get back. See you later. Bye.
Patty, please don't do any more collective bargaining. I'm exhausted now.
Don't you worry. I got us into this. I'll get us out of it. Tomorrow's another day.
The house is sure quiet. I'm surprised they're not watching television.
I suppose they're too tired. They had all those dishes to wash. Oh, Martin, do you think we're overdoing this?
What's the matter? You anti-union?
Well, they have been taking it very seriously.
Well, I meant for them to take it seriously. See, I want them to learn that privileges carry obligations. You don't get something without giving something. I think that's an important lesson for them.
I suppose you're right, but I've had so little to do since they joined the UAFUM, I feel guilty. I've become a lady of leisure.
Well, how about a snack, lady of leisure?
Fine. I'll fix you a sandwich. Look at this.
What a mess. Looks like they haven't laid a finger on it.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. Well, we better call a meeting of the Labor Relations Committee. All I know is we had an agreement and you broke it unilaterally.
What does that mean?
It means you were supposed to have washed the dishes.
We want automation.
Automation?
That's right. An automatic dishwasher.
Well, we're not getting a dishwasher. That was not part of our agreement.
Maybe not. But we figured out that we're putting in too many hours. We don't even have enough time for our fringe benefits. There aren't enough hours in the day.
We could cut school.
I have a better idea. You could cut out television.
Oh, no. We already won that as a fringe benefit. You can't take it away from us. And we want a 5-day week. Yeah. We work hard at school all week. We want Saturday and Sunday to rest.
What about cleaning the patio?
We won't use the patio.
What about the dishes?
We'll eat off paper plates.
I see.
Now do we get the dishwasher?
No, you don't.
Well, then I guess the meeting is adjourned. Membership?
Well, how do you like that?
Well, I think it's kind of funny.
I don't. I've gotten used to not washing the dishes.
Don't worry, they'll come around.
Do you realize that they have been parading up and down the block with those signs all morning?
I think it's kind of funny.
I don't. I want you to stop them.
Well, there's one way to stop them, but it's a little drastic.
Let's do it.
Boy, you should have seen the crowd we collected. It was quite exciting.
Yeah, people want to donate money.
You should have taken it.
Taking it.
That's right. As of now, your allowances have been cut off. No work, no pay. However, you can reinstate our old agreement and go back to work.
Without a dishwasher?
Without a dishwasher.
I have to have a meeting of the membership. Excuse us. Everyone in the UAFUM, Follow me.
It worked.
We haven't had their answer yet.
Don't worry, they can't get along without their allowances.
There's no point in going on, Patty. We put up a good fight, but we lost. What, are you some kind of quitter?
I am. Before I joined this union, I was getting 50 cents a week. You shot me up to nothing. I have a lot of heavy expenses.
Let's not panic. Look, we can hold out a lot longer than they can. On what? On our $30 emergency strike fund.
Oh, boy! Do we have a $30 emergency strike fund?
You bet we do.
That's great. I've saved up $30 and... You wouldn't do that to me.
Now, look, Ross, it's only a temporary measure. You'll get your money back as soon as we renegotiate our contracts. Patty, you can't take his money. I'm not taking his money. Our treasury is borrowing it. It's for a common cause, isn't it?
Sure, the cause is coming, but the money is mine.
That money could last us 2 months. They can't hold out that long. What do you say, Ross?
I say I've never been in a union before, and this whole thing is getting me very nervous.
Come on, Ross. All for one and one for all.
You mean like the Three Musketeers?
Exactly.
No. Okay.
Thanks, Ross. We've got him right where we want him. Or vice versa.
Aren't you two getting up? It's 10 o'clock.
It's Saturday.
You mean you're going to stay in bed all day?
Probably, Aunt Natalie.
I see. How long is this going to go on?
About 2 months.
You're going to become vegetables lying around in bed all day.
That's what I told. We'll be all right, Aunt Natalie.
Isn't there some way that we could settle all this? I mean, it's the first time we've ever had any union trouble around here.
Our grievance committee is willing to negotiate. All we want are our rights.
Your father and I think that we're right.
We think we're right.
I see. Well, good luck.
Mom, you understand there's nothing personal in all this.
Of course not. It's strictly management labor.
Labor, management. Do you know something terrible? What? I'm afraid my sympathies are with management. Sam Gompers would be ashamed of you.
You know, this is ridiculous. We're working our heads off and they're lying around like ancient royalty.
It's the advantage of having a strong union.
Martin, this has gone too far. We've got to stop them.
No, we can't. It's a matter of principle. See, in the beginning, we made a promise to them that they could do this. So we've got to find some way to settle it reasonably.
They're drunk with power. Why, right this minute, they're up in their room laughing at us while we do their work.
Patty, we should really be downstairs helping with the dishes. I know we should. But how can we give in without losing face?
What are we, Chinese? Why don't we just go down there and say we were wrong?
It's a matter of principle, Ross. We can't give up everything we've gained.
What have we gained? All I've got is a sore back and I'm out $30.
We've gained the right to be heard around here. No, sir. We can't quit now. We can't let your mother do all the work. It isn't fair. I know it. Maybe we could secretly clean our closets. That's a good idea. No, she'd know. It'd be the same as giving in. Boy, I wish I could think of something. I know. Why don't we sneak out tonight and wax the car again?
They're spoiled. They're interested in getting, but they don't want to give anything.
You don't really believe that, do you?
At this moment, I do. Oh, Martin, why don't we just put our foot down and forbid this?
Well, there must be another solution.
Why don't they just put their foot down and order us back to work? You know your father. He wouldn't do that. Yeah. Papa's got principles. We're stuck. Patty, we've got to find a solution. It's no fun having nothing to do but have fun. That may be the smartest thing you ever said. Maybe the only smart thing I ever said. Couldn't we at least clean this room? It's a mess. No. Not until they're ready to negotiate. Are you sure you're doing the right thing? Boy, I sure hope so. It's a big responsibility taking a whole union on your shoulders.
On your feet. The management has just sent for the grievance committee.
Did you hear that? They've given in!
Sit down, please.
Ross said you wanted to see the grievance committee.
Yes. We'd like to get this matter settled.
So would we.
We see no reason why we can't settle it right now.
Oh, that's great. We don't want to be unreasonable. I mean, we're willing to compromise.
Oh, I don't think you should have to compromise.
You mean, we get the automatic dishwasher, we stay up an extra hour later, watch more television, go to the movies?
Well, that wasn't quite what we had in mind.
Oh? What did you have in mind?
Well, your mother and I were so impressed with your union that we've decided to form the PAMP.
I beg your pardon?
The PAMP.
That's PAMP, all right.
That stands for Protective Association for Misunderstood Parents.
You're kidding.
Oh, no. No, we're perfectly serious.
I can't tell you how thrilled I am about it. For instance, I voted myself an 8-hour day. That means you can have your choice of breakfast or dinner. I won't be able to cook both.
But you're a mother.
I'm a union member first and a mother second.
Oh, boy.
As far as the dishes are concerned, I'm assigning each one of you his own set of dishes. Now, you may wash them or not, as you please. Well, my 8 hours are up, so I think I'll go off to bed and read. That's my fringe benefit for Monday. Have a nice day.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can. This may come as a surprise to you, darling, but we parents are human beings, too. What we give you out of love, not because we have to. We like it received the same way.
Don't you know how much we appreciate you and Papa?
Well, there hasn't been much indication of that lately, Patty.
I guess I got carried away again. I'm sorry. Could you wait a second while the grievance committee votes on something?
Votes on what?
I make a motion that the UAFUM be disbanded forever. Do I hear any seconds?
I second the motion.
Motion is seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 The motion is carried unanimously.
You sure that's what you want?
You bet it is. This is the worst mistake I ever made in my whole life.
And she's made some beauties.
Well, I must say that changes things. Natalie, I would like to move that we permanently disband the PAMP. Do I hear a second?
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion is carried unanimously.
Hooray. Boy, I'm glad it's all over.
Are you? Wait until you see the dishes waiting for you in the kitchen.
I don't care. Neither do I.
Well, now that I'm not a union mother anymore, I suppose I'd better go start dinner. Oh, it was a nice vacation while it lasted.
I'll help you, Aunt Natalie. So will I.
Me too.
Gee, I'm glad everything's back to normal.
Hey, let's try to keep it that way for a while, huh, Patty?
Sure. But you know, Papa, in spite of everything, oh, bit old Sam Gompers would have been proud of us. Hi, Group.
You're late, darling.
I got fascinated by something at school.
What did you say?
Guess what we're studying in our zoology class? Live snakes. Look at this.
Hey, Patty, no, what are you...
What's everybody so excited about?
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike,
They walk alike,
at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind.